Oh, hey guys. So, we're over here in the fucking, what was it, Montesano or Montesano? I don't know. Something like that. Over here in Washington off the 107, right? And what did I say? I got unloaded yesterday in Linwood and Woodinville, pretty much Seattle area at Costco's. Didn't have a relist. I sat around all day, right? And then this is all day appointment, pretty much. Just first come, first serve. Which I like these places. It usually means I'm gonna get there early as soon as they open, get loaded right away. This place, technically, you know, the window's 7:30 to 15:30 or 1500. You know, a lot of these mills close like around 3. Generally, it means they start a couple hours before 9. But I got here at 6 a.m. and well, like 6:20. But the gate was open. There's a guy outside that works here, and I was like, "Hey, can I go ahead and go in?" Right? He's like, "Yeah, as far as I know." Like, I check in the office. Friendly people, and they're like, they'll start loading you at 7. There's a little forklift action for you, a little mini one. They got a big boy out here somewhere. Well, not a big boy, but a big boy for this yard. This is a lumber yard, by the way, lumber mill. You just can't really see it on camera. You might see it when he grabs some as he goes in front, maybe. But they're like, they won't start loading until 7. And this place, I'm pulling a van, right, for this load. And in front of me, right in this little middle area, is where if you're a flatbed or step deck or whatever, right, it's where you would go. And not a problem. But these ramps, you can't see them when they're backing up behind you, and they have to lift up the dock plate with a forklift. So the guy pulls up next to me, you know, I don't know, double checks my loading number, my pickup number, I mean, and writes down all my the trailer company, who's on the trailer and all that, my truck number, you know, all the normal nonsense for you know, the truckers out there. But for those, you know, they write down. Sorry, I was getting distracted by a piece of wood in the middle of the lot. If you guys can see it, somebody drops the wood. But they lift the dock plate, and then they kind of guide you back, because these dock plates, you can't see them behind your trailer at all. I mean, you could bump into them because the dock plate sits. You're not gonna crush the dock plate or like stop from being lifted up or anything, because the dock plates don't fold up here. So they literally lift the whole fucking lift up the ramp and then set it down on your trailer. Because they're not folding dock plates. They're rigid. And well, so you guys be back, and if you know how to back into a dock, right? Even like you feel the bump at the very end, you know you're there. But they walk you back, cool. And there's some wood action on the mini forklift. That's like the size of a normal forklift in like most warehouses, so puts that in perspective. Here comes some more wood to the right. I don't know which way he's gonna go. Oh, maybe not. He's just moving wood around. But let me turn this around now. You guys got plenty of action. You get to see my safety going on. Safety first, even in the truck, because I just didn't take this off. I mean, I'd have it on to go into the office, and I was like, well, usually these spaces are pretty fast. I gotta take it off because I don't feel like putting it back on. I mean, even though, let's be honest, putting this on isn't that hard. It's just, I don't feel like putting it away, because if I take it off, I want to put it away. And it's like barely anything. This is like hot weather one. This has no warmth to it. There's no layer on it, right? Although there's no vest like that really fits me. So these are all fucking gigantic. As small as one. You're fine. It's huge on me. I got my gum in my mouth. But I'm sitting, like, you know, it's like 8 o'clock, right? 8:19, right? And about like an hour ago, guy comes walking out to me. He's like, I rolled down my window, and this is the office manager, right? Ship manager or whatever. He's like, hey, dude, I'm sorry. I was like, oh no, he's about to give me bad news, right? I'm like, cancel load, product ain't ready, or something. And he's like, well, I had to call the owner of this place, that is. And he's like, the owner had to call the company down there, see what product they need. And I guess they just really needed this product. Problem is, we don't have it quite made. It's all that shit behind the green building back there in the distance. That's where it's getting made. He's like, so what? It's gonna come off the line and immediately get loaded onto you. And I was like, okay, how long do you think? And he's like, oh, a couple hours. You should be out of here by 10. And I was like, a couple hours? That's it? He was taking a little surprise, right? And I was like, dude, like, do you see what I'm pulling? He looks back. He's like, yeah. I'm like, I pull a Van Reefer. If you tell, like, a couple hours of me, he's like, cool. That's like the minimum, right? My wait time. That's like a couple hours of me. He's like, yeah. But he's like, really? I was like, yeah, dude. Like, Van Reefer's 4 to 8 hours. That's like this fucking normal out here. He's like, are you serious? I was like, yeah, dude. It's like, if you go tell any driver 2 hours, you'll be out of here in 2 hours. I mean, assuming I've barely been here, right? But like, you'll be in and out within 2 hours. They'll be like, cool, no problem. It's pretty funny, pretty sad, pretty funny. I do like these little actually plants they go to, because yeah, they are pretty quick usually. It's like the longest I've been at a plant that I can recall off my memory. Like the last plant I was in, it was like in Kalama. Now, of course, that little other mini forklift just moved across with some lumber on it, like right in front of my hood. But in Kalama, I don't remember the name of it. A lot of tracks, giant wood plant. Over by the river. If you got any flatbedders been down there, or even dry vans picked up, you know what I'm talking about. It's like a gigantic yard. You need to have remember what it's called. It's one of those yards though that require the port card. If not, they'll just escort you back. But I don't have a port card because I forget the name of it. But I know it's usually you need that card for the ports. I just can't remember what the fuck it's called. I'll probably remember it like as soon as I end this video. But like, oh yeah, I'm a dumbass. Like, I'm from Wyoming. Why don't I need a port yard? I have no interest in ports, and most of these port guys will escort you back. Oh, I got butt action going on back there. I'm getting rocked. Cool. They said by 10. It's 8:22. Cool. I didn't even see him sneak up. Kind of curious what I'm going to load it with. They got a scale. I turn right out of here, and then it's the second right, I guess. This load's going to be heavy. It's going to be heavy. Great news is, while I'm on the video with you, I will check to see what I will get reefer for today, because I'm going to fill up in Stanfield. And yesterday was $3.18. That's almost $1 off natural average. That's where I'm going to fill up. I got like 47 okay, so the Volvo's it says me have 47 gallons left on the gauge. That's false. I go through all 47 gallons. I still like 40 gallons, or 35 at least gallons I can still use. So really I got like 70 gallons. But I'm going to take advantage of that extremely low price of fuel and fill up, even though I don't need fuel. Because when you're paying for fuel, I paid in Twin Falls my last fill for $3.64. That's pretty fucking good. That saved me 70 cents over that whole area on that side of that whole route. But $3.18. Okay, I'm searching the area. See? Searching the area. It's still $3.18. Let's see if I can see. Sorry about the sunlight. Sunlight's right in my face, so 70 cents off the pump price. The pump price there is $3.95. So either way, even if you didn't get a discount, that's below national average. You should be getting fuel there too, unless you get a bigger discount or a better pump price, whatever in the area. But that's the Stanfield one off the 84 and the 82 split. So. That's where I'm gonna be getting fuel today, which that's a fucking bargain. I could get better if I was not in this area, but I mean, for for Utah, Pacific Northwest, that's fucking amazing. For those who know, they know. But yeah, this load's gonna be heavy. At least 40. The likelihood of them needing to take some product off is gonna be pretty low. That's possible, but pretty low. I'm going to a state where I can slap my tans back if need be. Back on to what I was saying though. When the guy came out, I was still a conversation with him, right? And he's like, well, the customer desperately needs this product. And this is the 9th. Yeah, sorry. I keep trying to look at my truck for the date because the Freightliner has the date. Volvos don't. I have the temp gauge and the actual time, but not the date. And I guess I could have looked at my tablet at the automatically converts over to local time plus a date. And I'm just so used to looking dash on my phone. So, but it's like they desperately need this product. So as soon as it comes out the line, we're gonna load you. I was like, cool, they desperately need it. So I don't need 2 days to get it down there, and it's an all day window down there too. So it's like pretty much now if they desperately need it, that tells me I could certainly get unloaded tomorrow, which I was almost certain anyways, because a lot of these wood deliveries in paper, except for a couple of exceptions. But this is a small place in Utah, in Clearfield. Worldwide something, I don't know. They'll take it. I'm almost certain they'll take it. But the company I pull trailers for do a lot of local work in Utah, so even if they, I got told to check with my contact to see if I can deliver early, which no biggie, because I could have called them anyways, because like directly, hey, I can have your load there tomorrow. You want it? Sure, but I think it's a broker load. Either way, some brokers charge you if you deliver early, which is, why is that a thing? If the customer told you to come in, why does it fucking matter? Why does it matter? So I'm asking my contact, hey, do you want me to deliver early? If not, I could drop this at the yard. You don't need to hold me up for another day because it delivers all day, on the 11th. And I'd like to get another trip in this week. Because chances of me getting a third trip in by Friday when it's Thursday, it's pretty slim. It's doable, but not going from Utah to Pacific Northwest, not so much usually. It's usually from, in the reverse, go from Pacific Northwest to Utah, usually much better chance. Because I can either drop it, or it's a store run. Store runs are next day deliveries all day pretty much. It's like, whenever you get to the store, they'll take it. As long as they're open, of course, obviously, but yeah, it's kind of funny. The guy came out, I was like, dude, I'm sorry. He's like, it's like, oh no, is he gonna tell me like the words, like the load's canceled or some shit? I mean, yeah, it was a little weird. I was just sitting here at this point because I've been here so forth. Let's see, I'll bring up my ELD. 1 hour 59 minutes. So I mean, it's like I said, 8:27 now. So yeah, right before 7. I PC'd into here. I mean, I was outside the fence, but it's kind of funny. But thinking also a lot of things, like if I get my own truck, right? Which it's not if, it's when. Would I be interested in hauling fuel in my like home region? Would that be worth it as an owner op? Maybe. I could do step deck. But it's like, do I really want to fucking deal with the conditions? Possible. Step deck is more specialized, so it's a little bit more better money, or so I've been told from that flatbed. I don't really want to do flatbed so much. Step deck, that's possible. I'm not opposed to tarping. I really rather not do it, but it's a lot easier on step deck too. You're not as high up in the air, especially in windy areas. That helps. So you just gotta worry about the kite effect. It's still, I can do most of flatbed freight, most of it. There's some I can't do, but I can do most of it. At least the ones that seem to pay better. And I can haul vehicles too, which is nice. So, I'll give me ideas to think about. I mean, nothing else, I'll try it. My truck's I'm gonna have my truck set up anyways with a longer wheelbase. Not so much for the. It's more. I was gonna have a long wheelbase anyways for comfort, and also having the option to be versatile if I need to. Versatility, right? Flexibility, whatever you want to call it, whatever word you want to use. So I was gonna have boxes anyways on my frame. If I ever bought like a trailer, like a reefer trailer, I was gonna have boxes on that too. The only thing is though, I don't know. Like it's something to consider, right? I ain't gonna probably consider it until I get my own truck and maybe go try it. Maybe. Because there's a lot of, I mean, my state's great for like flatbed freight. Great. I got plenty of oil fill shit, right? I don't know how much step deck, but I assume quite a bit. You know, those two kind of go hand in hand together. And also, step deck can move a lot of construction equipment. Well, smaller ones. I ain't moving the big shit, but I can move like skid steers, forklifts, you know, shit like that, right? Probably backhoes, you know, smaller stuff. Ain't moving no fucking excavators. Ain't moving no fucking bulldozers. None of that big shit. Also, kind of be nice to not have a giant sail going through the wind, where I'm not having to fight the trailer as much. Because, for those who don't understand, when you're driving truck, right, you're not really driving the truck. You're steering the trailer. You're pretty much driving the trailer. And yeah, I mean, I'm gonna give up height, like high height, right? Because I'm 13. The trailer's 13.6, right? That's your height. But I'm gonna have clearance issues down the bottom. Like I would have to be worrying about getting high centered, which is still a possibility with even vans because the landing gear. Usually it's the landing gear that fucks the vans, because those are like I haven't quite measured it. I'd say about a foot off the ground. And step decks have issues, because step decks also, a lot of them also carry like carriages underneath, well, like buckets pretty much, where they can have ramps on them or they can have equipment, and they're already a low center of gravity trailer anyways, because it is a step, like the reason why it's called a step deck. Here's the front of the trailer, here's the bottom, like there's a little shelf in the front of the trailer, so that's why it's called a step deck, because it goes like this and then the trailer, the rest of the trailer at least. Possibility. I mean, I can do tanker, but I haven't looked into that for owner op anyways. But if you guys are owner op doing tanker, let me know how it is. Like, is it realistic to want to maybe try to do tanker, like fuel hauling, for example? Because I am fully indoors, right? I can do everything. I can do doubles and triples if I wanted to. I ain't doing no fucking triples because my region, I ain't a fucking thing. Doubles, sure. But even that's not fun, because like I decided I would like to like not have to fight the trailer as much, and then do doubles in my home region. That's even worse. Especially if it's like, I mean, you won't ever see triples in Wyoming or Montana, Dakotas, Nebraska. I mean, you'll see them in Utah, and even Utah gets windy, so you'll see them parked when it starts getting windy. Yeah, but this place is pretty nice though. It was a beautiful drive up here though. That 101, oh wait, 107. I don't understand why, but man, when I start seeing pine tree, well, evergreens, I just it fills me at peace. Same thing snow does. Don't understand why, it just does. A lot of people, like, snow gives them anxiety and stress. I'm over here like, yes, I'm at ease. This snow smells good. Yeah, snow smells amazing. If you don't have a lot of like city around you, or people, or population, or smog, or haze, etc., it smells amazing. But hey, you guys stay safe out there. Catch you next time. Bye.